is storyboarding for filmmakers. Storyboarding is a tool for you to share your vision, empower you to tell the best version of your story as a filmmaker. So we're just going to do an example of a situation where storyboards might help you. Storyboarding is just a tool. It's like any other filmmaking tool. It's like a viewfinder or even a script. You don't have to use it, but it could be very useful in order to really get your vision out there. So let's just say you want to make a short film and it's dialogue, but you have this idea that there's a scene where the woman reveals that she's pregnant in the middle of a helicopter crash landing. And you know the producers are going to try to talk you out of that because that sounds very expensive. But first, you just sit with the script and start thinking about how that might go. And let's say at first you're very comfortable with the dialogue. It's people talking. There's two shots, there's singles, but maybe you just want to imagine, okay, how would that be where they actually start approaching a helicopter? And you think, okay, well, maybe I'd be behind them and I could see it inside the helicopter. And I'm talking very fast, little sketches, stick figures. All right, here's a quick shot of the pilot coming in and taking their seats. Get a little shadow underneath. You want the intimate shots of them talking to each other, maybe from overhead, right, as it's traveling. This is what I do anyways. I just fill the script. I just want to imagine, all right, what do I really wish it had to tell the story? The whole point is it's an exercise for your brain. You could really prioritize this moment where it says smoke pours from the engine and everybody reacting. It's coming right at the lens and in perspective. Ooh, smoke coming out the back. Maybe you need a shot you realize that with your actor in it, you can see out the window while the thing is shuddering. Ooh, it's flying right overhead. You can tell, these almost look like a kid drew them, but that's totally fine because it's going to be your first stab. It's actually a launching off point for creativity because then you can show these to your DP or to your effects person or to your producer or whoever is going to help you make all of this come true. All right, so I've taken a few minutes just to sketch out very quickly some rough ideas of what could possibly work to tell the story, and I kind of went overboard. But that's the point, because it's a lot cheaper to draw it than it is to shoot it. And again, this is all just an exercise because here's where the magic is. The magic of storyboarding is not the drawing. It doesn't matter what the drawing looks like. Now you get to look at it as a movie in your mind and decide, what do I really want?
See the movie before you make it, yeah!
You might not have enough money to do all this. So now you get to really break it down and perhaps you come up with just the shots you need. So for this example, you might come up with a solution that says, oh, really I only need a 2-shot, a couple overs, a shot of the helicopter taking off, and maybe it's real, maybe it's a model, and you want to see it flying. And then the hard part, maybe you come up with a solution that you need to tell the story that some smoke is spewing out, and maybe there's only one shot in the whole sequence with the smoke coming out. And you and your DP think, aha, maybe this doesn't have to be so complicated. Maybe we could do all the rest of it with just singles, just their reaction, their emotional state, and stay on them instead of these expensive special effects shots of smoke spewing out a helicopter and stunt shots and all that. Maybe you don't have to do that. So suddenly this sequence, because you've thought it through and you've reshuffled some of your priorities, you realize that it is doable on the budget you have. That then is the beginning of a conversation. Maybe you look at this shot here and you realize, wait a minute, it doesn't have to be a real helicopter to get this close-up. It could be an insert that you create. Now you can start getting into creative solutions and make your vision come true. All because you took a little bit of time and started breaking down your script with storyboards. I hope that was interesting, and if it was, let other people know. And I'll try to do another one that goes into a little more detail on how to actually draw the storyboards. And right now I just want to thank my cameraman.